This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
Okay, hello everybody. This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts. Welcome to the show. Everything sound good?
Everything sounds good here.
All right, what's going on?
Nothing. Had a fucking great weekend.
Yeah, did we? When was this? What day is it?
Banger on Friday.
That was Friday. That feels like it was a month ago.
It wasn't.
Yeah, the Roy
Because I can still feel it in my feet.
The Roy G. Biv Friendly Foe show was absolutely smashing success.
Off the hook.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks everyone for coming out, because, man, that was quite the night.
Full capacity.
Beyond full capacity. People waiting
Spilling
outside
out.
the gate.
Yeah,
people on the front porch.
So what is, okay, so people know, what is capacity? Let's break it down by the numbers, by the COVID numbers.
So what we believe is full capacity is 300, which means we're allowed 150. And we have exactly 149 seats in there.
Nice.
Which I believe, because I think that it was hard to tell, but I think that what the people were doing was putting all girls on one side of the picnic tables so that you could get 5 girls and then 3 guys. So you got 8 instead of 6 at each table. But I can't say for sure. And we definitely were not breaking any rules. We stayed true to the COVID rules.
Yeah.
Our capacity, technically speaking, is 149 chairs. And we were right at that, and then we had people outside the gate, we had people on the front porch, waiting to get in, and eventually everyone got in.
Yeah, you get in for a minute, because people don't stay the whole night. People come and go.
Right.
It's like a fucking hot club.
Yeah.
If you ain't got a line outside, what are you doing? We got to get the velvet rope.
We do.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And then the door guy just lets in hot girls and leaves their boyfriends outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like a fucking hip.
You too. Let's go.
Yeah, like a hot New York club.
Right.
Yeah, dude, that was pretty great. Thanks to Roy G. Biv for fucking killing it. Holy
yeah,
shit,
they were
man.
fucking great.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They were really fucking good.
So there'll definitely be more in store with us and them in the future.
Definitely.
As soon as we're allowed to do things, which there's some things we're still doing. The deal with advertising now is all fucky. Dude, the last week some new regulations came down like right before the show again.
Yeah, I know.
It's weird.
Which is, kind of fucking screwing us up again a little bit.
Well, the deal with advertising.
Yeah.
Is the establishment itself is not allowed. The band is not allowed to be the main draw of the crowd.
Correct. Music has to be considered incidental, is the way that they put it.
Whoops.
So, we people have to be there to eat and drink and be merry, and oh wow, there's live music. That's great.
Oh, it just happens to be live music, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I can't believe we got 150 people to come out for that cheeseburger. That was awesome.
Yep.
Really popular cheeseburger.
The Roy G. Biv burger.
A couple of Foe's buns on either end.
Yeah, that's right.
That's exactly what it was.
It was exactly that.
Yeah. Does that include this show? We're not, because I've heard the bands, the guys, we're allowed to advertise our own shows, but the venue itself is not allowed to.
I mean, I know that we're not allowed to. I really don't. I haven't gotten.
I've heard it's got to be all word of mouth shit.
Yeah, I know.
Which is kind of how things are anyways. I mean, what is this? This is a fucking podcast. That's the definition of word of mouth. There's words coming out of my mouth.
This is true. We, I still haven't gotten 100% confirmation on that. I don't know.
They want us confused.
They do want us confused
and scared.
so that they can bust us for shit and fucking fine us and get their fucking $600 back.
Or just have us go, well, fuck it, then we just won't do anything.
Yeah, which ain't gonna happen.
No. Yeah, dude, I don't know. So we're, with all things considered, that was still an absolute banger of a show.
It was.
So, I don't know, keep your fucking ear to the street, I guess, for announcements for new things. I can advertise my own shows.
Right. I don't see why not.
You can't. You're not allowed to talk about it.
No, I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, but dude, it was
I've had people calling lately too, and saying do you guys have music? And I'm like, we have incidental music. What do you mean?
Yeah.
And they're like, do you have music like Friday night? And I'm like, well, we have dinner on Friday night, and we're going to have a background band.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the fuck to say.
We have a musical accompaniment to the meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know how, like, super fancy, like, new agey restaurants, like, the whole meal is an experience, all that horse shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have, like, each fucking set goes with a different course.
Right.
You know, some stupid horse shit like that.
Right.
I don't know, but yeah, there's going to be incidental music. That's, I mean, my whole life has been that. Just shoving it where people don't want it.
That sounds great.
Yeah, so we incidentally had a great show Friday. So thank you to everybody who came out.
Yeah, and thanks also for everyone that came out on Sunday, because Sunday was, it wasn't
Yes.
quite the same, but it was fucking huge too.
Incidentally successful.
We had a lot of people in for dinner on Sunday. It was great. And Sundays usually we don't serve that much food.
Yeah.
So.
And once again, with all these huge dinners we've been having, you'd think that there must be a huge spike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
huge.
Youngstown is still at 0%?
0%.
0%. Okay, good. That's good. So it's working. The chairs are working.
Yeah.
Everybody sitting down is working. I don't know, man. It's just fucking...
I actually did hear that there was one new case sometime in the last 2 weeks.
Oh, it was the cook at the jug, and everybody gets it because everybody's just eating dinner all the time now. See, you backfired, didn't it, Cuomo?
But yeah, I heard. I don't know if that's even true.
Yeah,
I heard
I don't know,
one case.
I don't know.
Fucking
I ain't a
one
fucking-
case. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah, they're just trying to, keep the business alive, keep anything alive.
That's all we're trying to do.
Yeah,
He just, I don't know. He must really love chain restaurants.
yeah, dude, just fucking Applebee's it up,
Yep.
up and down, and then
Applebee's, Chili's.
Yeah, we've done the whole breakdown. It's all the same place.
Nothing like a good Whopper.
Chili's is just Applebee's. It's hot Applebee's.
Yeah.
Olive Garden is garlic Applebee's.
Right.
And then, you know what I mean? Like, they're all the same fucking thing.
Yep.
Cheesecake Factory is like what a sort of rich guy thinks is nicer than Applebee's.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, let's just change the name of the fucking Applebee's. The jug is just now, on the lake Applebee's.
Apple J's.
Applebee's by the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but well, yeah. So Saturday, come on out for a nice big fat Grateful Dead entree. There will be incidentally some music.
Yep.
Maybe not. I don't know. We might, maybe not. I don't know.
Right.
Just in case.
Yeah.
You might want to walk by the fence and see if you're lucky number 149.
Yeah.
Well, we sold out the jug. That's pretty tight.
Yeah, right.
They had to,
That is pretty cool.
cut the percentages in half. If we didn't though, like how much of a banger would this be without this shit on them?
I mean, I ran and got picnic tables in the middle of your fucking set.
I'm chained, yo.
I ran and got more picnic tables to fucking,
Tiger in a cage. Tiger in a cage. That's what I feel like. I get it. I'm a fucking tiger in a cage.
Yep.
I feel chained. I want to break out. I'm gonna bite my trainer.
That was Eddie's old saying to every new bartender.
Yeah.
Because he's like, you should be constantly back and forth across the bar. Back and forth, watching to see if anyone needs anything. Tiger in a cage, tiger in a cage.
Now you guys are just tigers like roaming throughout the village.
Yeah, I know.
What I mean? It's different now.
Yeah, we're not in a cage anymore.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, we don't want to fucking harp on all this shit. That was great.
It was fucking awesome.
They will continue to be great until they put the goddamn cuffs on me.
Yeah.
The Lenny Bruce of coronavirus.
So some things that I am able to announce. The first Bills game's coming up in 3 weeks, and it's going to be our 3rd annual pig roast.
Yeah.
And so Cuomo, just so you know, that's food. We're selling food, not
Yes.
music.
No music, absolutely not. Not during the Bills game.
No, there will be no music whatsoever. There will be football on, though.
That was that.
And
Bam, 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 bam. He's like, hey! None of that shout shit.
Yeah. And there's going to be 2 big fat piggies roasting. Mm-hmm. And a bunch of other shit. We're going to fucking stuff them with chicken and sausage and apples. And
Hell yeah.
yum.
Yeah, dude. I'm looking forward to winter. I am. We had a couple of chilly mornings. Those kind of like you're going to get on the school bus mornings, you
Yeah.
know, but like I like that. I'm ready for the outside world to just shut the fuck down. Like, I'm ready. I like winter. It's been too long of
Well, it's just a really oppressive summer.
Yeah.
I think.
And, I know we're both having outdoor animal troubles.
Yeah.
Or, okay, I either have an outside kitty has stashed one of his toys somewhere, or the old lady who lives across the street is dead.
Oh, jeez.
Something fucking stinks, dude. And it's like not that bad. It kind of comes and goes, but it definitely was bothering me last night. And I went out, and there was like a little one outside kitty's fucking, he gets a mouse, and the pigeon, like I kind of found like half a mouse like in the yard. I'm like, that's not, it was like this, like a baby. Like he doesn't get, I'm like, that's can't be stinking up the whole corner of my neighborhood. You know what I mean?
So.
Like, so there might be like a fucking raccoon got hit by a car and crawled off into a bush or something. I don't know. Something definitely is dead. Right. So I'm like, yo, can we just, if everything was frozen, nothing would smell, nothing would make noise. Yeah. No more fucking leaf blowers, no more fucking, I'm ready. Yeah. Como, hit the winter button.
Yep.
All right? I know you got one.
It'll just be the snowplow at 2 a.m.
Fine, dude. That's fine because it just goes by. It's kind of warm. I like the snowplow at 2 a.m. The lights on it. It's kind of scary.
It's kind of scary.
It's like some Terminator machine coming through. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to the little chilly weather.
Yeah.
I like it. It's
we're supposed to have a really light fall, which I'm excited for. So it'll be. Hopefully for a couple months, it'll be like in like 2 months we'll get like 60s in the day and 40s at night. Those are great. Nice. I love those.
Sweater weather,
fucking
Bills weather,
totally
weather,
Bills weather, fires.
Dude, hoodie, fucking chilling outside, grilling some shit.
Yeah,
watching a game I don't really know about, but I like the party.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
See what they did? They made us look forward to our prison of snow.
So they're not letting fans, I don't know if you heard this yet or not, but they're not letting fans in the stadiums yet.
Right. Guess
who is letting fans in their stadium, though?
Who?
Miami.
Really?
13,000 fans allowed in Miami Dolphin Stadium. The epicenter of COVID is allowing 13,000 fans.
Well, it's like when you got herpes. Yeah, you got it. What are you going to wrap it up after that? You got it. You can't get it again.
Might as well give it to everybody.
Yeah, dude. We all got it. It's like,
let's have a herpes party.
Yeah, they're having an orgy, and we're like, everyone's got it? All right, fine. Fucking, then we don't got nothing to worry about.
I couldn't fucking believe it when I heard it. McDermott was pissed. The coach, not my best friend.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, he took it personally.
Yeah, he's just like he was like, they're allowed to have fans and we're not. There's like no cases here.
Yeah.
I want to go to a game.
You want to go down to Florida and go to a COVID game? All right, cool. I didn't get COVID. I got 3 other things. I didn't get COVID though.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that's cool though. I fucking live it up.
I guess.
Well, that would be. You gotta. We're just pissed because we can't.
If
Buffalo was the only place allowed to have things, we'd be like, it's fine.
Yeah, sucks for the rest of them.
So we can have 13,000 people at the jug then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it said.
Yeah, that's what it said. We can have 13,000 Floridians to the jug.
Yeah.
If you have a Florida ID, you could show it at the thing, and you're allowed to let in as many of them as you want.
I got a Florida ID.
There we go.
Still.
Most people don't give a shit. You can let as many of them in as you want. So yeah, they're allowed. So Miami's the only place allowing fans.
I think so. At least right now.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's cool. I've seen some of the footage of other sports with the hockey just has the big NHL logos in the stands, and some other places do the cardboard cutouts.
Yep.
I still think we should get like a Tom Cruise cutout for jug shows, just so like he's in the background of the pictures and stuff. So like people take pictures like, oh, I had so much fun at the jug last night. Is that fucking Tom Cruise? Fucking Tom Cruise was at the jug.
Right, Tom Cruise.
Dude, we're gonna have a line around the block. You get celebrity like hang around honors or whatever the fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean? You just see like, is that Beyonce in the background? And then people are gonna think it's like a hot spot.
Right.
Have a fucking line out the door.
Yeah.
And you have like a timer on people. You're allowed to come in for this amount of time, and then you got to get out and get in the back of the line, and like a ride.
Yeah.
Like the jug ride is only this long.
Right.
We just keep repeating the same 20-minute segment of songs over and over.
Yep. We just have the shuttle that circles the block.
Yeah. I did hear some of the crowd noises that they're piping into some of the games, like basketball or something. Or yeah, to give it a little more of a.
They're trying.
Authentic feel, like a sitcom.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're trying. I mean, I don't know.
They gotta have like
weird.
different sounds piped in, like ready to go.
Yeah.
Like if it's two guys like getting a fight or something, they gotta have like ooh.
Right.
They gotta have cheers. They gotta have boos. They gotta have all these sounds ready to go. Like who makes that decision?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, when the home team has the ball, they're like, ah. And then if they throw the ball away and the other team gets a steal, they're like,
yeah. They took them from other games, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Of every possible outcome.
Sure.
Some guy with a soundboard's like, this is my chance.
Yeah, I know.
This
is where I make it big.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least that'll give people some shit to watch. I told you a friend of mine said her dad was like getting really into like marble racing on YouTube, like watching marble races and like live, and, like betting on them and shit. He just needed something, some sort of competitive something I can bet on.
Marble racing.
Yeah, or like anything. People are like, oh, fucking ping pong. All right, cool. Yeah, like we're all gonna put $1,000 on this ping pong game now. I need some life. I need some action.
You got the smoothest marble.
Yeah. Yeah, and then people are like, they're weighing them, like fucking De Niro with the dice in Casino with the little machine, like checking the weight and shit like that.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to rig some marbles. We're going to make us some money.
Hell yeah.
But it'll be good to have football back.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited for football. The Bills, they look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look really good.
There was a lot of excitement last year.
There was.
I remember being at Good Bar the night that they lost. That was, even as a non-sports guy, that was a punch to the gut. To be, like, in the city, like that Good Bar.
Oh, yeah.
Which was also overflowing into the sidewalk.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like, oof, dude. That was like feeling the energy just sucked out of a fucking room.
Yeah.
It was fucking intense.
Out of the whole city.
Yeah, really. And there were just guys outside just so angry.
Oh, for sure. I was probably one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, but none of that this year. Are they going to have to? I don't think they're not going to be able to pack it out like they did at the bars and shit, but they'll still be able to watch at bars. People are just going to have big-ass parties. What the fuck do you think is going to happen? They're just going to stay home? No, they're going to have big-ass parties. Projectors exist, man. You can get a projector for, like, your iPhone and project it on the wall. Like,
yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like, people are just going to have a big-ass party somewhere else, and the businesses aren't going to get the money.
Yeah.
Rite Aid's going to get the money, because everyone's just going to go in and buy a 30-pack on their way to the party.
I know.
Shell got stock in fucking Rite Aid.
But we have a big-ass projector at the Jug.
Yeah,
so
that's where the party should be.
You can still come to the Jug and watch all the games on a big-ass projector.
Yeah. And maybe a Dead show on Saturday.
Maybe.
Incidentally.
So, yeah, that'll be good. So a funny thing happened this morning. At the diner, and I'm there with a couple of my friends, and the one lady that works there says, can you, so my one friend who's a girl was like, she's like, can you write something like so-and-so's husband passed away, an elderly couple. So she's like...
Was that the one COVID guy?
No, no. So she's writing this, and as she's writing it, someone's talking to her, and for whatever, when she's writing the word will, she writes WISS, and she's like, oh shit. So then she tries to put 2 L's through it, so it just looks like money symbols. And I was like, plus it's the word will. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, baby, we got the money. And so she's like, shut up. She's like, you're such a dick. I'm like, if you don't think this is going on the podcast tonight, you're fucking crazy. I'm like, yeah. I can't believe you just wrote that.
The word will.
Yeah.
After that guy with cash signs on it.
Yeah.
I heard the cha-ching noise of a cash register.
Yes, dude, it was fucking fantastic. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, that is too fucking funny. So, and I saw it. It was right there. And I was like, look at that. It's 2 fucking cash symbols.
Yeah. Well, you'll do that like when you're texting someone and you're like watching TV and you just kind of like text what the guy on TV is saying. And then you go back and read it. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your brain crosses.
I know.
We've told the story about a friend of ours who sent a girl a picture of herself when trying to send it to someone else.
Yeah.
But he just had her name in his head. And he accidentally sent it to her. He just put her name in the thing. Right. I don't know what the fuck was going through his head. And it just, I don't know how the fuck he talked his way out of that one. I think it was late at night and everybody was all fucked up, and it just kind of faded into the ether.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, things like that happen.
Oh, for sure.
So we getting some of this guy's money then, huh?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
this is supposed to be a letter that like makes her feel better, and like
Congratulations on the check.
Congratulations on the will. So, yeah, it wasn't supposed to say that at all, but that's what it fucking looked like, and I was dying
hilarious.
laughing. I'm like, this is awesome. And she's like, stop, it's not awesome. I'm like, bullshit, it's not.
I make Lee write everything because my handwriting is so atrocious. No one can ever read it. It's like not like it's and I'm lazy, but like it's just so much easier because I'm like I'm just gonna have to like anytime we go to the bank and I try to like fill out the thing, they're like, is this a 7 or a 1 or what is this? I'm like, if she'll just do it and then it'll be quicker and easier.
Is this an 8 or a 3?
Yeah, I think because like I broke my wrist when I was a little kid twice. It like fucked something up, so like my handwriting is just stunted at that age. Like you know what I mean?
3rd grade writing.
Yeah, because like my wrist is just still in that area.
Okay, we can go with that.
Dude, my drawing is fucking like I would love to make a comic book, and I've always wanted to. And like a few years ago, I was like, I'm gonna fucking get back into that. And like my art had like stunted at like when I wanted to do a comic book when I was in like 8th grade.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I'm like, this is terrible. This is just like an 8th grader's, stoner's fucking goofy fucking cartoons.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But hey, maybe that's what it'll be.
Well, that sounds like it might sell.
Yeah. Maybe. Coming soon. An incidental comic book.
All right.
Whoops. Yeah, that's pretty funny. You know, maybe, and then I'll definitely have a joke in there where I write Will with some money signs.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Will, isn't that the bouncer's name?
Yes, it is.
All right, well, he's going to have to become a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah.
And his name's going to be Will with money signs.
Yeah.
And people are going to be like, Wiss?
Exactly.
Wills?
Wills?
How do I do that? Is like you have to say the L and the S
Whistle.
at the same time. Whistle.
Whistle.
Sorry, yeah, whistle.
That's his name. That's his rapper.
Is his SoundCloud rapper name?
Yeah, it's Cash Money Whistle.
Yeah, that's cool. And he fucking launched his career with an inheritance.
Yeah.
Like how Eazy-E did it with crack money.
Right, there you go.
See, we're trying to make some sort of commerce happen within the rules.
Yeah.
Only have 149 seats at a whistle show.
Speaking of Eazy-E, Eazy-E was at the bar the other night, and
I don't know if you know anything about Eazy-E.
no, it was him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No, you know Evan that I call him Eazy. The kid that used to work in the kitchen. And he's like, I heard there was 2 hard guys at a party earlier. Is that even legal? Because me and my brother were at the same party. He was all fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't think it is. I'm like, but they didn't come get us. He's like, thank God.
That'd just be too much.
I'm
I
like,
was thinking
easy.
the other day about that story you told, like your dad took you guys to some party and then like the whole thing broke out into a fight.
Oh, yeah.
There's a giant fire. I was just like picturing that image in my head. I'm like, that's hilarious. That just sounds fun.
It was.
It's just some like a good redneck throwdown.
It was.
It's a giant bonfire. Everyone's punching each other for no reason.
It was fucking weird. People are smashing into cars. Other
Yeah, it
people's
became
cars.
like a smash-up derby.
It did. It fucking was nuts.
Like they were all just waiting for the one fucking thing to happen to just cause that outbreak. Like
Yep.
it was just inevitable. We're all just going to smash each other's cars up today.
Right.
What's going to be the thing that tips it over?
Yeah.
There's probably people who don't even know what the one thing was. They just started. It just was like a ricochet.
I certainly don't know. Still to this day, I have no idea what
It
caused
just
that.
started?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I know.
Yeah.
It was like the biggest bonfire ever, so
People get that.
you can see quite a bit of stuff. But
You get that kind of like caveman shit going. You got a big bonfire like that.
yeah.
I guess, you know, the old caveman alpha male comes out and people
Right.
just want to smash each other. I don't know. I long for
Hulk
those
smash.
days. Yeah, long for those days. I haven't had a good fight in a while. I mean, there's been a lot of fights, but they've all been like protesty fights,
Yeah.
which they're not as fun.
No.
They're a little darker.
Right?
Like if there's just dumbasses punching each other because they're drunk, that's way more fun
Yeah.
than like actually meaning it.
Right.
You don't want to mean it. No, you don't have a reason. You just want to fuck around.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you just want to hit someone in the face and then they hit you back and you all laugh.
Right.
You know?
That's normal everyday activity.
Yeah, dude. We should start a fight club. What's the deal with fight club and COVID? Can you do a fight club?
I don't know. You're not really supposed to touch other people.
Socially distanced fight club? And you have one
Virtual
of those big,
fight club?
boxing gloves on a spring?
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know, man. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, like the little robot boxing. What was that?
Oh, Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I was thinking of that for like shit. Put shit on the table, give people something to do. And there
Yeah.
was like a mini pool table at the dollar store. It was like a little tiny one. I was like, that might be fun.
Yeah, they have
Someone's
those
at
at
the
Rite Aid,
door.
I think.
We have a visitor at the door. It's an A-dog. Oh, we need to check. We saw that coming. All right, Captain Jug of Thoughts. We got to go sign a check, yo.
All right.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
I didn't sleep that
Oh.
great last night either.
I think he's going around. Weird dreams when I did sleep. It's that when you sleep a little bit, then you wake up and you're up and you can't get back to sleep, and then you fall back asleep.
Yeah.
You go fucking deep.
Right.
And then your brain's like, you want to, some comic had that joke about when your brain's like, you want to see some shit?
Yeah. There we go.
You just open every door at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So there's a fuck. God damn.
Careful.
God damn. Steve Jobs should have put a handle on these things. There's a documentary that I think we've discussed, not maybe gone deep on, but I've definitely referenced before because it's fucking fascinating. It's called The Woman Who Wasn't There. You ever
Okay.
heard of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about that fucking Andy Milonakis looking bitch who fucking pretended she was in 9/11. That is literally, this should be the tagline. They need to go on IMDb and change it to some Spanish Andy Milonakis looking bitch who pretends to be in 9/11. And she infiltrated the 9/11 survivors group with this fake story about her fiance named Dave, who was a real guy who died in the towers, I guess. But she wasn't even there. She wasn't even in America. She was in Spain.
Oh, my God.
When this shit happened.
Right.
She had a fake story. She infiltrated this chat room on Yahoo, and all these people were like, oh my God, she ended up being like the president of the survivors group, kicking the president out, the current president. She got them all to boot him the fuck out.
Wow.
She did a number on these fucking people.
Right.
And then the thread started getting pulled.
Yeah.
They started like, well, we've never seen a picture of you and this fiance together. We've known you for like 5 years. And
Yeah.
like, all this shit. And the New York Times wanted to do a story on her, and she spazzed out. And they were like, what the fuck? So like they ended up finding out that she was full of shit. And they were all like, God, it blew their minds. If we were all together, I don't even know. I can't even explain what that would fucking do to your brain.
Right.
If you like connected with somebody on that level and something that no one else in the world could ever understand what
Sure.
you went through, and then you found out they were fucking full of shit.
Yeah.
It'd be fucking crazy. But I like this documentary because it has a bit of a happy ending. It's kind of quirky. Like, it's got funny music and shit. Because this bitch just gets outed. She gets embarrassed. Her whole world comes crashing down. She has to leave the country. And all the survivors just kind of with dignity, kind of go, that's fucking, I don't know, what do you do?
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, they didn't, I'm saying like they kind of came out of it looking good.
Yeah.
Because they just calmly went, she must have been hurting that she had to do something like that, and then she just got outed and embarrassed, and the truth is out there, and she had to fucking take off, and they all just continued to do their thing. They didn't, and I was like, it ends with them having like nobility. They won with nobility.
Sure.
They didn't all get together and beat the shit out of her.
Right.
And then I was like, maybe we should do another one where they all get together and beat the shit out of her. I think we could fucking sell some tickets for that. And then my brain starts going, and I'm like, all right, yo, remember Steve Renazizi, the guy from The League? He's like a funny comedic actor. He also had a big fake story about being in 9/11. He told it on Mark Maron's podcast about being like running away from the fucking towers in the smoke, and it turned out that he was like in like Midtown or something. Like he was in New York, but not really close to it.
Right.
His story came out, he was all bullshit. So now I'm like, yo, fake 9/11 survivor celebrity boxing. Who's not going to want to see this?
Right.
Because these two despicable people who did terrible things, and Steve Renazizi went on fucking Howard and tried to apologize, which I guess, and all his friends just made fun of him. He's a comedian, so all his friends were like, you douche, and then they just let it go.
Yeah.
And he's an in-shape actor guy with a trainer.
Right.
He's going to beat the fuck out of this fat bitch. And I want to see it. I want to see it. We could definitely get 150 people in for that.
Yeah, we definitely could.
Yeah, dude. So I had a note in my long list of notes that said fake 9/11 survivor celebrity boxing.
This is what you want to do at the jug next?
Incidentally.
It doesn't say anything about that. It just says music.
We're gonna have dinner one night, and incidentally, there might just happen to be fake 9/11 survivor celebrity boxing. Well, that's why when I was on the phone with you, I was like, oh, I got an event. And you're like, when do you want to do it? Like October? I was like, no, it's got to be in September. It's got to be at a very specific day of September. And I started laughing hysterically.
You did. And I was like, what the hell is he talking about?
You got to do it on the day. What are you not
going
going
to be in September?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
So my brain's rolling through going, what the fuck could he possibly be talking about?
Because she has just such a slappable face. She
Yeah.
has such a fat little slappable face, and she's so gross, and she did such a terrible, narcissistic, horrible thing to these people.
That
You
is a
just wanna
terrible fucking thing.
Fucking slap her fat little face.
Right.
Little Andy Milonakis looking bitch. Oh, God, I want to see her get punched. And, like, the last time she was spotted was, like, in New York in, like, in September in, like, 2015 or 14 or something like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So she's
like,
still around.
She's still around, but then there was like she ended up like sending out some fake email that said like, oh, she killed herself, and then they found out she didn't. I think that was the story.
Oh my!
At the end of the documentary, they talk about how like
bad person.
She emailed one of them and just said hi, like a weird ex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Middle of the night, just hey, how are you? And then they're like, they just didn't answer.
Does she have like a major drug or alcohol problem or something?
She got a major fucking jalapeno popper problem, it looks like. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, she was a fucking nutty little bitch. You kind of go into her backstory. She was from, like, an affluent family, and she was this little fat Andy Milonakis looking bitch who just, like, she would make up a story. Like, her friend, they had, like, one of her friends on and, like, interview, like, they would make up stories about, like, oh, I have this boyfriend, and all her friends were like, yeah, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, your friend who's always full of shit, your friend who's always lying, and you kind of just let him get away with it because whatever.
Right.
It just was such an extreme version of that.
Right.
You know, and like, how can I get attention?
That's very extreme.
I can make up like the worst story. And she was in a car accident where like her arm got all fucked up. So she had like scarring on her arm. And she said that was from like, I got hit by a fucking plane. And then like they're doing, you know, she said she was like right there. Brother? Is he lying? Oh, that son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. We start pulling the thread. Get the Times on the phone. Yeah, but she sucks, and I want to watch the guy from the league beat the shit out of her in the jug parking lot. Bare knuckle celebrity.
Bare knuckle now.
Dude, I really was born to be a carny.
I guess.
We're going to get ring girls. It's going to be great.
Are we doing it right on the pavement, or are we going to put a canvas down?
Yeah, we're going to do like backyard wrestling style. Like, look at some old shitty bungee cords and make a square. You know what I mean?
Perfect.
Yeah, rock'em sock'em robot style.
Yeah. All right, so we've got, what, a little less than 3 weeks to get a hold of these people?
What are they doing?
Probably nothing.
Yeah, she knows she wants the attention.
Waiting for this opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, God, that's such a good idea. Because, like, anybody just go watch. It's a great documentary. It's great. They did this animation that was pretty fucking cool. Like, it's a really fascinating just story of how crazy this little bitch is.
Right.
Sort of like the Grizzly Man, how it kind of just becomes, it's not about bears anymore. It's about how weird this guy is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this thing has nothing to do with 9/11. It has to do with this little fat woman and how strange she is. But yeah, I mean, you'll see her and you'll learn to hate her and you'll want to see her get hit in the face.
Right.
As I do. I think there's a market for that.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Hell yeah. I mean, there's just punchable people out there.
There really are. I mean, we know some.
Yeah. We might be a couple of them.
We might be. I'm sure that there's certain people that would listen to this show that'd be like, those guys need to get their asses kicked.
Oh, yeah. Well, I remember that dude I was telling you about when we went and played that gig in Pennsylvania, And there was
Yeah.
that big black dude who came
I
in
remember.
and was talking to us, and he
Yeah.
was telling us all about being a fucking drug dealer, and the DEA raided his house.
Yep.
And I looked it up, and it turned out he was 100% telling the truth.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a mugshot of that guy, and everything he said was 100% the truth.
Right.
He is not. He could. This fucking little Spanish girl could learn some lessons in honesty from that guy. This is how you tell the truth, bitch. But he was like looking at me, and I had my hair all slicked back. I was in like rock and roll mode. And he's like, I don't trust this motherfucker. That's the first thing he said. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, here we go. And then he's like, nah, man, I don't know. And he was like kind of kidding, but like kind of like fucking with me. And then he was talking about, was it Weird Science or was it what when Josh Brolin played the older brother in a movie, in like an 80s movie? What movie was that?
The Goonies?
Was it The Goonies? Yes, it was The Goonies. He was talking about The Goonies. He's like, you know who was in that? You know who was in that? You probably don't remember. And I knew what he was saying. I was like, because everyone goes, oh, Corey Feldman. And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm like, oh, yeah, Josh Brolin. He's like, that's right. That's right. You know who Josh Brolin's father was? And there was like a silence, and I was like, James Brolin? He's like, my man, and like gave me a big hug, and like that's what won my trust with this guy who was thinking about killing me 30 seconds before.
Right.
I was like,
Now we're besties.
Dude, he loved me after that. I was like, what a fucking weird guy. This guy needs a documentary.
Yeah, right? It sounds like he does.
Yeah.
So,
I should fucking look up that.
I was
It's been a
gonna say,
couple
look him
years,
up.
dude. I should see where he's at.
Yeah. Well, probably in the state penitentiary, but
Probably, yeah. A lot of guns and cocaine.
yeah. That'll usually get you there.
Yeah.
But maybe he's not, and maybe he wants to do a show.
Maybe he's mad at us for stealing his toilet wine recipe last week.
This is possible too.
Motherfucker.
This is where it comes back to. Some people might want to kick our asses. So
Yeah, you had texted me. What the fuck? It was some card window, something with a card in a window.
a card in a window?
Yeah, unless that was a fake, that was a wrong text. Card to the window.
Card to the window?
That's the last thing you texted me. Was card to the window.
Widow.
Oh, widow. God damn it. Oh, it does say widow.
I already told that story.
Ah, fuck. I was like, what could that possibly mean?
I go window. Oh,
Window.
widow.
Yeah. There's a
Damn
lot
it,
of-
it does say widow.
There's just misspellings surrounding this story.
I spelled it right, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I
Okay.
might have misread it.
All right.
I think we've all forgotten to read. We're all going to have to go back to school once they open again.
Yeah, no, I just thought that the Cash Money Will thing was fucking hilarious.
It's pretty funny. Just like a cartoon, you see diamonds in your eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as soon if they like open up schools again, I'm gonna show up on the first day.
Yeah.
Be like, what are you doing here? Be like, dude, I got dumb as shit over the last 6 months.
I'd like to start back over around 8th grade.
Yeah, man, because everything after that's kind of a blur. And this last 6 months has just been like learning fucking Biggie Smalls songs and just hanging out. Essentially, I've not really kept my brain nimble.
Yeah,
I do have a great idea for a celebrity boxing match, though.
you sure do.
Yeah,
So, kind of celebrity.
they're fucking more famous than there's not a lot of other people you could get. Who else could you get?
OJ.
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, I don't know, man. OJ fights dirty.
He does. It would definitely have to be bare knuckle because you never know what's going to be inside those gloves.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be from probably his hands, which normally aren't in the gloves, from what I understand.
Yeah, the boxing glove
and
doesn't
then
fit.
maybe some other things.
Yeah, like the guy's swollen eyes. Like, cut me, Juice. Like, not Juice. The eye up.
Juice is like,
Bring it
I
up.
got this.
Bring it up.
I got this.
Yeah.
I'll cut this motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, we get OJ to fight some other guy. I was reading all about the Buffalo Mafia and Magadino and that whole situation. And like, I don't know, dude, they had that motherfucker ran this whole fucking area, like up to Albany.
Yeah.
Like, he ran everything.
Oh, yeah.
And you know he's got some like Adidas tracksuit wearing great grandson running around somewhere, and get him in there to fight OJ.
Yeah, maybe.
Local celebrities.
When I was a kid, I remember my dad telling me a story about how Magadino's like son or grandson or something was kind of a goofy kid or whatever, and he some dudes wanted to kick his ass, so my dad kicked their ass. And then he got a phone call saying, "Hey, how about you come work for us?"
Ooh.
Which he turned down, which is probably a bright move, but
The hell is that? Oh man, dude, these guys are on the money. Is it Dano? I can't even tell. Oh, dude, this is creeping me out. We're talking about the mob. Oh, hey, it's Eddy. What's up, buddy?
Eddie.
Eddie's
Oh,
here.
I forgot. It's Wednesday.
We're like, who the fuck's knocking on the door
I
now?
was going to call you.
Well, it's another time we were talking about like convicted killers, and then someone knocks on the door.
I
We're
know.
both like, ugh.
Seems like every time we bring that up, someone knocks on my door, which is kind of weirded me out a little.
Yeah, I was like, oh, geez. Yeah, my dad kicked their asses too, just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
I want to be clear.
I'm like, shit, they're after me. That was really fast. So what do we do? Take another short break?
I guess, yeah, sure.
All right.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
I'm sick. She's a social butterfly. She's like, I'm not staying home anymore.
There's Eddie's maybe third appearance. One time he was actually on mic. I think
Yep.
a few times he's just kind of walked in the background.
Yeah, I
And
know.
You've heard him.
Yeah. I mean, we're neighbors right across the street from each other, so
Yeah,
he stops by once in a while. I stop by there once in a while, and other than that, I mean, we walked to the store the other day together. It was very nice.
You do get sort of a sitcom vibe over here of like just like the random like neighborhood folks just popping in.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's nice.
I got to get one of those applause buttons
Yeah. They run in like
when they make their appearance on the show.
yeah.
Yay! It's Eddie.
Well, we gotta download whatever the fucking NBA is using
Yeah, there we
when
go.
someone makes a point shot or something.
I'll have to record that off the TV, and then when they come in, I'll just hit the button. And they'll be like, "What the fuck is going on in here?"
Yeah, it really is like when Kramer stole the Merv Griffin show set and
Right.
set it up in his
It's
apartment.
exactly like that.
Yeah, they walk in and we're just like, tell us about your new project.
Yeah.
I hear you and Scarlett Johansson are getting cozy on the set, huh? They're like, what the fuck is happening? These guys have lost their minds during this
Who's
whole
he
thing.
talking to?
Yeah, these guys have lost their minds during
He's
this
talking to
fucking
the
COVID
audience.
shit.
What audience?
Yeah, we're gonna have a guest. Well, we got a few guys we were talking to about having on. Our buddy Joe McGee, I know, listens.
Yep.
We're gonna have him on.
Yep.
He's a fucking blast.
Yeah,
We
for
had
sure.
a blast hanging out at Fleckfest with him.
Yeah, he's going to be a good guest.
Yeah, he loves the show.
So, yeah, I'm excited to get him on here. That's going to be a good time. And then we're going to have another special appearance from Mr. Randy Benyon.
Yeah, because there's some big story that you and him were up into some fucking crazy shit together.
Yeah, there's a lot of those stories. And, like, whenever we get a nice buzz going together, for whatever reason, they start coming out again. And then I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait for the show.
Just
I'm like,
write
when are you
'em
ready
all
to do
down.
another one? He's like, I'll do it whenever.
Write down those little segments. Oh, I told you. All right, so we had Eddy on, and we finally got Eddy after years, and you ployed him over with red wine and steak and crab legs,
I sure did.
and then we've had Benyon like a few times,
Yeah, he's done 3 or 4 now.
and then we
At
saw
least 3.
we saw Benyon at the Jug one day, and Lee was like, "Oh, we did the podcast last night with Eddy. It was great. We had steak and crab legs and all this shit." And Benyon's like, "Steak and crab legs." Ain't fucking, I've done that show like 3 times. I ain't got no fucking steak and crab legs. What the fuck
Yeah, I
is this
felt bad. So next time we have him on, I'll make sauce or something and
ham and cheese hot
do-
pockets.
ham and cheese on pocket. Here we
And
go,
we'll
Randy.
make sure the inside isn't frozen for you.
We'll do we'll do one with him, and I'll make like a really good, nice big dinner.
Oh, the sauce. Yeah, dude. And see, now I'm going back to like we used to do that when you lived with Pete and we would do the football games over there.
Oh yeah,
That was the origin of Friendly Foes, really. Because I
Yeah.
had my little 2-pedal loop station and we would do Pete's Beats
beats.
over the microphone, and it was all vocals.
Yep.
And like you'd make a sauce and the fucking game would be on, everybody's partying. God damn, those are fucking good times.
Those were fucking great times, man.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, and that was like the beginning of it all.
Yeah, where we started looping, and then that kind of, I kept going with it, and it progressed into what became Friendly Foes.
That was like 8 years ago now.
Yeah, sometimes these things take a while.
Yeah, but we're there now.
Yeah, somebody's got to have them fucking. I might have them on like my hard drive or something, but like,
Pete's Beats?
Yeah,
I bet he's still got them.
I probably still, or he's got them. Like, there's got to be somewhere a CD of them. Someone's got them
For sure.
because there was some fucking great little ditties in there.
Yeah.
Because we would just pass the microphone around.
Yep.
Pete would start a beat with his beatboxing, and then I would do like a bass line.
Yep.
And just boom, ba-doodle, boom, boom, ba-doodle. It was all stolen from Reggie Watts. I saw Reggie Watts on Conan, and it fucking blew my mind. It was awesome.
Right.
And then Steve would do some crazy fucking some crazy fucking Steve vocals, and we would just fucking let that shit play for hours. It'd be a 10-second loop of just a beat with a little melody to it, and we would just fucking dance around for hours listening to that shit.
Now I'd come down and be like, dinner's almost ready, guys.
Yeah. You and him were a little domestic partnership there.
Yeah.
It was great.
Fucking
Those
hammered
were the
already.
days. Yeah, dude.
Dinner's going to be extra good tonight because we're all drunk.
Yeah. I never knew who was even playing the games. I didn't really care. I was just like, had no idea that there was even a game on.
Are the Bills winning? That game ended 2 hours ago.
Yeah. Oh.
They lost.
They lost, didn't they? Yeah.
'Cause that was when they really stunk.
Yeah. Man, imagine that now. If they were doing good.
Yeah.
I don't think we would have gotten Pete's Beats done because people would actually want to watch the game.
Right. You know what Sal always brings up is years before that, when I used to have everyone over at my old house on Oak Street, he's like, dude, the stromboli. You got to make the stromboli. Because I think I've talked about it before. I learned how to make stromboli from this old Italian woman. And it really is the shit. It's so fucking good. Like,
Yeah.
I sat down with her for like 2 hours this one day while she fucking patted the whole thing out and fucking, I used to have a little bit of, I don't know, extra time when I was going around making my rounds, doing the currency exchange thing. Because I had to go to like a million different places, and sometimes I'd have to wait. Sometimes everyone was right on time, so then I would have extra time to like kill.
Yeah.
And it was one of those days, and I just sat at her house. She was cooking because all the boys were coming over that night. But she was making like a million different foods, and I learned how to make like almost like, for an Irish guy, I can cook really good Italian food.
Yeah.
And she's the entire reason why. Like, I didn't just come up with all this shit on my own. Like, I mean, I've branched off with it because once you get to learn a certain number of things, you're like, oh, now I know what should go with what. And, you know.
Right.
But that one is a fixture, and she taught me a lot. So, props to you. I won't say her name, even though I do know it.
Damn, we're making some dangerous enemies on this one.
Yeah, right. But yeah. So I'll make the stromboli sometime soon, and for one of the shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like one of those shows where like we come back for the second half, just like in a coma.
Yeah, we'll come back and
Kind of like today. I'm very tired today.
yeah. It'll be a little bit like today.
Yeah, fucking big fat stromboli. Yeah, dude, winter time, a fucking big comfort food.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
just get fat as fuck.
Yeah.
Because I've been trying to keep my beach body together. And as soon as it gets cold, you don't have to do that anymore.
Nope.
I can let myself go.
Right. Me too.
Dude, fucking, I'm listening to this Courtney Love interview on Stern earlier. And she claims that she's on the back of the Oaxamoxoa record, the Grateful Dead. Her
What?
dad was like a sort of manager for them for like, dude, the Grateful Dead, if you read any book about them, it was a fucking clusterfuck the whole time.
Yeah.
You're like, how did they become so successful? And you just read it, and they're like, yeah, dude, like, they were all fucking all over the place. There's like 7 guys in the band.
Yeah.
They're all on different drugs. They have new managers every week. It just was this conglomerate. It was just this fucking comet
Yeah.
that was just going. And it's like, how did they even get anything done? When you read these books, I get anxious. You know, and as a dude who like puts shows on and is in bands, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, God damn it, get it together. And they did, to become one of the most successful live acts of all time.
Yeah.
But apparently Courtney Love's biological father was like somehow involved for a minute. And then
Okay.
I was reading the comments and someone's like, nah, she's fucking lying. It's Billy's daughter who's on the back of the album. So, I don't know. But that is a little piece of rock and roll.
Billy Graham?
Fact. No, Billy Kreutzmann.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know, man.
right.
I don't know, maybe. She said she was, but she's been known to say some things.
Yeah, she has.
Was it a new interview?
No, it was from a long time ago.
Oh.
What? Why you?
Wasn't yesterday?
No, it wasn't. It was a long time ago. I don't know. I was just on YouTube looking at shit. I was watching like old Nirvana videos. And
Did she
popped
do
up.
an interview yesterday?
I don't know. Did she finally lay this out? Who is that little girl? I need to know. But dude, and we watched because Woodstock, the anniversary of Woodstock was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I watched the DVD, which I used to watch like every day. And I would usually just skip to like the good musical parts.
Yeah.
Santana and Richie Havens was great, and fucking Arlo Guthrie was great, and obviously Hendrix. Like, well, we watched like the whole thing, like all the interludes and stuff, and
Right.
like what a clusterfuck that was as well.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing went according to plan
No.
at all. Jimi Hendrix played on Monday morning because they
Yeah,
got pushed
I know.
back so far because of the rain. And it just became a free show because people
Yep.
just walked in.
Right.
And they fucking destroyed this town. And like there were some people who were cool about it. And they were like, you know, you got to feed the kids. These kids got to eat.
Yeah.
And then there was a guy who's like, this is a goddamn disgrace. And I was like, fuck, I would probably be that guy. Because, like, I don't know. Like, when art park shows get too crowded, I'm like, what the fuck?
Jesus.
Because I live right there. It's annoying.
You're an old man, Thurman. You're an
People are
old man.
Fucking, yeah, it's just annoying. But it's like, it's the most legendary show of all time. And if you look at it as, like, from a promoter standpoint or something, or an organizer or producer, you're just like, God, every plan went out the fucking window. The Dead were getting electrocuted the whole time.
Yeah.
They were. It was funny. There's a Letterman with I'm spending a lot of time on YouTube. There's a Letterman with fucking Jerry where he's like, "Yeah, we always blow the big ones, like Woodstock." And Letterman's like, "Are you saying? Because that's not a showbiz thing to do, to go on Letterman and say, yeah, we really fucked up that huge gig."
Yeah.
Letterman's like, "Are you saying you were bad at Woodstock?" And Jerry goes, "Oh, we were terrible at Woodstock." Like, because they were getting electrocuted and the stage was sinking and everybody
Yeah.
was on acid. Even like everybody, even the guys running the show, everybody's tripping balls. And I'm like, there was probably a festival that same year that went off without a hitch and made millions of dollars, and we never heard of it.
Right.
And those guys are like, what the fuck? We did our jobs. We did everything right.
Yeah.
We fucking nailed it.
Right.
We made a bunch of money. Everything went according to schedule. Nobody got electrocuted. Nobody died. Every ticket was sold. Everything was perfect, and we've never heard of this festival. But Woodstock, this fucking clusterfuck up on a farm somewhere, is like legendary.
The worst is always the best.
Yeah. It would be cool to go there. I was Google Earthing the site and shit. Like, it's, you know, where the stage was and everything. It would be fucking cool to go there and, like, just kind of check it out. Because that was a big part of, like, I would, you know, my early days of...
Whereabouts is it?
It's downstate a little bit. Kind of, like, in the little north of the city, northwest of the city.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But fucking, it's like Woodstock's a town, but it was actually in like a different named place. I forgot.
Yeah.
But it was on a dude's farm, like a fucking dairy farm.
Right.
And it just like took over. Like it went nuts. And like people were just like, is this life now? Like, did we just start a new society here?
Yeah, I know.
And even after like 3 days of peace, love, they were like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. This shit is ridiculous. I can't do this anymore. But there was like, I read there were like 2 deaths. One was from like some insulin situation, and one was like a kid got ran over by a tractor who was like sleeping in a field off somewhere else, I think.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, but there were also 2 births, so they kind of broke even.
Well, they did break even.
Yeah, at least they, you know, take a penny, leave a penny.
That's right. That's exactly what it was.
But that was a huge inspiration, like watching like the beginning of it when they're building the stage, and like I remember riding the school bus and like looking out at like when you go through Ransomville to like pick kids up, I'd be looking out at farmland. I'm like, we're gonna fucking have a festival out here. We're gonna build a fucking stage and the lights and all this shit. Like that was a big inspiration for, you know, wide-eyed little motherfuckers who wanted to have shows.
Yep.
Well, 150. 150 is where we're capped at, but that's fine for me. That's enough.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot.
It really is a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, if we get back to normal regulations, as far as like people being able to come to the bar, and
I don't
people
think
not
anyone's
being
gonna want
forced
to
to
come on
eat,
anymore. It's not gonna when it's exclusive. The reason why people buy the fucking Jordans is because they're hard to get. Man, the reason why people want to go in the club is because it's hard to get in there.
I don't know. I think we would have hit like fucking 225, 250 if it was normal time.
Yeah, I think
You know?
I think it's making people hungrier to want to go out.
Yeah.
If you could,
I'm going to have to build another bar back there.
if you could just have it, you don't want. That's fine.
You know, we're going to have 2 bars.
Then then nobody can approach.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 unapproachable bars.
I'm saying we gotta go fucking get some of them carts from the
No,
they
for
have
next summer when hopefully things are
Yeah.
fucking normal again.
when they gotta get the carts from the airplane. And like have the girls walk around and say, "Can I get you anything?" And then you want, I'm not going to see you again for another 4 hours for some reason, even though we're all in the same tube.
Yeah.
You guys just disappear. Can I get a quadruple Jack and Coke, please, just to tide me over?
We should just walk around with those, and then those things will be cash only
Yeah, of course, yeah.
because it'd be too hard to carry the fucking goddamn fucking thing around. at the end of it.
iPad with the square.
Yeah. Plus, their hands would be all fucking all wet from grabbing the beers out of the ice and everything.
Yeah, from that.
So, all right. Well,
That's a nice. So if anybody knows of a defunct airline that's getting rid of some stock, let us know. We need some of them little bottles, and we need a couple of them carts, and we need some of them outfits.
I'm sure that we can find some. I actually just bought 2 freezers, 2 chest freezers.
Yeah.
That I'm getting this weekend. I'm excited about. One for the jug and one for me.
Nice.
Yeah. Got myself a nice little 4-footer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, our freezer's packed full of shit. Downstairs, I don't even know what's in there. I haven't looked in there in a while.
Well, I just put that new plug in out on the porch, so I'm just going to put it out on the porch.
Nice.
And I'm just going to put like a little tarp over it.
So me and Pete will have somewhere to keep our popsicles when we play out there in the summer?
Yeah.
Out on the porch?
Yep.
That sounds pretty dope.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of excited about it. So,
You gotta have hope.
yeah. And it'll be 2 extra seats out there.
You sit on the freezer?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Somewhere you can put your speaker.
Yeah. All right. Well, Captain's Jug of Thoughts, thank you for listening. We'll keep pumping these out as long as you're taking them.
Yep.
Come on out for dinner. What do you mean it's disgusting? Keep pumping it out as long as you're taking it.
Yeah. She, just like the rest of the girls, loves it.
Yeah. God. What was it? Pump? Was pump the word? Should I have chosen a different word? We'll keep plowing it into you.
Yeah.
Until you say stop. Yeah, so come out Saturday for some dinner. Maybe some incidental music. Hopefully we won't be getting electrocuted the whole time.
But yeah, Taco Tuesdays, Fish Fry
Taco
Fridays.
Tuesdays.
We're doing steaks every Saturday now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So,
Awesome steaks.
yeah,
Steak
the steaks are
Saturday.
fucking fantastic.
What's
so come
a
down.
W? You need something Wednesday.
$20. You get a steak with 2 sides.
Wheaties
You can't go
Wednesday.
wrong.
Wheaties Wednesday. Come on down for a bowl
There's
of
takeout
Wheaties.
every night. So,
Yeah. All right. Captain's Jug of Thoughts. Come on down. The jug spends money.
yeah, we'll see you next time.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.